Captain of Ethiopian Airlines. We are on a flight from Addis Ababa to Hong Kong on an MD-11 3-engine airplane. We departed Addis in a northeastern direction and flew over the northeastern airspace of Ethiopia. Then we came to Djibouti airspace, flew over the city of Djibouti, then crossing the Gulf of Aden, proceeded to Yemen airspace where we fly over the city of Aden and then over the Arabian Sea. We proceed to the Indian airspace where we'll be flying over the city of Mumbai and the city of Nagpur and Calcutta. Then we'll enter the Bangladesh airspace where we'll fly a little bit south of Dhaka. And then the Myanmar airspace will be flying north of the capital Yangon. Then we'll enter the Chinese airspace from the southwest and proceed to Hong Kong. The total time the flight will take us is 9 hours, 20 minutes. And we have about 7 hours and 25 minutes remaining time to our landing in Hong Kong. Well, if we are not delayed in traffic, we should be on ground Hong Kong at 9 o'clock in the evening local time. The weather today is pretty good all the way, and we're also expecting a good weather at Hong Kong. Functions mainly on a dark cockpit philosophy, as everything is off if everything is normal, and you get the displays when there is something that's not working properly. Here you get almost all the information you need for the flight. You've got your speed, you've got the type of navigation you're using. Now we are using the nav mode, and which autopilot we're using. We have two autopilots, so we're using one to we have got this indication, and the height that we'll be flying. And here, as you can see, we have the speed limits, the red ones, the maximum, and the lowest limit also. And the actual speed is displayed in the middle. Over the right side, you have the altitude, and on the right corner side is the vertical speed indicator. So if you're climbing or going down, it will tell you at what rate you are going up or down. So over here we have the QNX, that is the local altimeter setting that we have to put to make the altimeter reading more precise. And here we have the guiding indicator, which is actually a copy of the navigation display. So on the navigation display, we have the display of our routes. We can increase or decrease the ranges that we look. Over here we have our speed. We have two types of speeds. The ground speed is the actual ground distance we're covering, and the true air speed is the speed that the airplane is traveling through the air. And here we have the wind. So the system itself calculates the wind and tells us how much crosswind or how much tail and headwind we have. So in this case, like we have 3 knots crosswind from the left and 3 knots tailwind. It's good. Whenever we pass an airport, we'll see like here we have got Sana over here. So if you increase it, we probably will be able to see a lot of airports, like Muscat here, over here. On the right side, this display tells us our distance in time to the next checkpoint on our route. This is the clock. And it also tells us how long it is since we departed. So now 2 hours and 4 minutes since we took off from Addis. We have two modes of display here. One is the weather and the other is the terrain. So this is the terrain mode, tells us the height of the areas that we are flying to. Weather normally shows us the weather. The FMC calculates our navigations and the performance of the airplane. In the old days, the pilots had to go and dig in their books to find out what's the best altitude, the best speed, and they have to take their map, make lines, and select the route. But nowadays we just select it from the FMC, we tell him where we are going, and it will just calculate the routes, performance, and give you all the information you need here. So this is the link between us and the display and the function of the airplane. Over here we have the primary engine instruments, the secondary engine instruments are over there. Whenever the airplane has any malfunctions, this is displayed over here. Depending on the severity of the problem, it has different stages. You have a level 3, that is the highest priority. Usually it is great. We have a level 2, and level 1, and a level 0. So we can select and check any system. We have the hydraulic system, it tells us the quantity, the pumps are working normal, the pressure, and so on. We have the electrical system, it shows us schematically how things are going. We have the air system. Right now we have turned this back. One of the 3 air systems are off. So it tells us which ones are off. And also on the picture we can see that it's off. We have the fuel systems. You can see the tanks, the pumps running, the engine and so on. Over here you can see this is the dead tank. Actually now we don't have fuel on it. Dead tank is also used to ballast fuel.